So we're putting together a quick weekly analysis video for you guys. Just gonna do a really quick one because before the family starts talking. So this is UJ. We're gonna start off with the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Forex pairs. Um, what I'm seeing for UJ, I'm seeing a break pass. Well, this is pretty much a scenario, a retest, and then going for the weekly or the daily trend line. However, the first target we will see is the black trend line, which is also our daily trend line. So that is a setup for UJ. You will enter on the retest of either one of these three levels, the 1, 2, 3, and then your target would pretty much be the next descending trend line, which is all the way up here. And it's pretty possible you would have to give it some time, and depending on whether you where you enter, you will adjust your stop loss accordingly to market structure. Moving next to Euro USD, same concept. You have a break of this lower time frame, descending trend line, and that has been respected for a while. So we just broke out. However, this thing is still in downtrend. However, I am expecting a retest of the red trend line, which is my believe that is my weekly trend line actually. So the first targets for longs would be the red trend line, and then the second target would be the black trend line. However, that's going to take a while for it to come back up to my black daily trend line. But you want to focus on the hourly. So on an hourly, you have lower highs. I mean, you have higher lows. Oh my God, I'm so tired. Can't really. So you have higher lows. So we are going with a trend. In this case, we pulled back into previous resistance and also previous levels. So I'm expecting a push up to the red trend line. That is just based off market structure. Moving forward to USD CAD. USD CAD, we had a fat drop on Friday. Right over here, you have your retest and you have your drop. Now, where did it drop to? It dropped to previous levels of support. Now, what are we looking for? We are looking for, in this case, we're looking for more downside. So in this case, we're looking for a short opportunity because the market is giving us 1, 2, and this could probably be our third swipe down for further continuation for something like this over here, these two, as explained in the past like 5 videos. So we're looking for a short opportunity. Once something retraces to my yellow zone here, which is the zone for USD CAD, and also a retest of the trend line, I'm looking for shorts. Depending on where you enter, your shorts would see different stop loss levels. However, the bigger or the long-term outlook is to the downside, a retest and then short to the downside. Moving on to Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar, same thing with as the euro. So we have a push up. So we have the first push up, consolidation, the next push up, consolidation, pull back into our zone here. And I'll be looking for long opportunities, either on this level or on this level. So this level would be, oops, that's a short. So this level would be nice for a long opportunity. Back into our 0.68, 0.69 area. So be more realistic. We have a 3.3 risk to reward trade there. Going to the pound dollar. Pound moved crazy last week. I'm expecting a retracement before further continuation upwards. So in this case, pound, I want to see a retrace into previous market structure, which is back here. Excuse me. And longs from there. The stop loss would be, that is around 100 pip stop loss if you are doing just based off market structure. So be careful when you are entering, and also your lot sizes on the pound. entries, or pretty much all other entries. However, I'm expecting a retest of this trend line and most possibly a break. Well, your targets would be, first targets would be here at the next level. That's GJ on a short term. However, I can still see it. Actually, I'm seeing it could come up to the 1.28 level in the near future. Moving on to gold. Gold, we are maintaining an uptrend. We have a push, consolidation, another push, and we are still in consolidation. However, it seems like it's breaking down, but this still in the air for me. It's come back to this zone, the 1490, 1500, no, 1485 to 1490 zone pretty heavily. So I'm expecting a break here and falling into our next zone at the 1440, 1450 area. So a retest. So let me put this out. What? I'm not talking to myself, I promise. I'm talking to the peeps. Something like this right here. So we have another short coming, but the long term, or this week, long next week, something like that, outlook would be for gold. Moving on to Euro odd. Euro odd, interesting pair. I'm seeing actually a breakdown of Euro odd, but this right here is still in consolidation actually after this impulse leg. So we this impulse leg, and it's been consolidating ever since. So I don't want to call anything right now. You move my fibs. I don't want to call anything right now on Euro odd. We're consolidating into a deeper wedge. So if it breaks down to the downside, and your targets would be down at market structure, which is down here at the 1.59. Stop loss could see around a 60-70 pip stop loss on Euro odd. That is pretty good. If you're looking for an upside, I would actually wait for a retest of this trend line to go long, back up into our 1.60s, the 1.66 level. So retest. So something like that. That would be a long opportunity. So your long opportunity will look somewhat like this, going off market structure and no fundamentals right now. Somewhat like this. That's going to give you a 1 to 3 risk reward trade. Oh crap, we forgot USD CHF. That was one of our main pairs. So USD CHF, this 1.000 resistance price level has held. So I am expecting a move down actually into my next zone, or into my next price level, which is the 0.987. So that is a short. We have a rejection. We have a bearish engulfing, but I'm not looking at one candle. So I'm looking at, so actually, if you look on a 1 hour, we have a break of consolidation resistance, and we have a retest. So this actually might go retest our 1.0 price level. So two ways. If this retest fails, I'm seeing downside, which is this scenario, which you would go in on a retest. So right there, stop loss there, and then your take profits would be your first take profit, second take profit, final TP right there. GBP CAD, pound loonie, same as GU. You're looking for a pullback and riding the trend. Even though, so we have reached previous support, now resistance. So this is an interesting level on the pound loonie. So you want to see how it reacts this week at this, if it closes above and retests and continues, or if it fails to close above this zone. So I don't want to touch it yet because it's on this price, interesting price point. However, if the pound momentum continues this week, we can definitely see a retest before shooting up to my next zone at the 1.70. So that's around 300 to 400 pips away, which is fine for a pair like the pound loonie. Same with GBP CHF. I already marked it up for you guys. Retest before the next zone or the next market structure, which is back here. And it actually closed above the daily or the weekly zone here. So I am expecting another push up. So we have a first push up, pull back into the retest of the broken structure, and then the next push up, and we are expecting the same thing, a pullback into broken structure. Next pair, the pound Aussie. So don't talk. I'm recording a video right now. Pound Aussie, same scenario, pullback before the next move up, assuming the momentum continues for this week. So that is pound Aussie, and then right over here, pull back into a broken level of market structure. So in this case, right over here, which is match up with that. If you guys want to come all the way down here, that's a good bet. However, the rough sketch would be somewhat like this, heading back up to our 1.888, the 1.89 resistance area from last March. So that's going to be interesting to look at. So this one is a very volatile pair, so you would be careful when you're entering, and also your where you place your stop loss and the lots that you use. Going to Euro Jappy, we have, as you can see, we had two trend lines, and also a price wicked off. However, did not come back down to retest our yellow zone, which is again, and price closed a bullish engulfing candle. And I am seeing a long target into my yellow zone first, which is also the descending trend line. So a pullback into my next, that's going to be my target, and it's going to draw my green box there, stop loss right there, and take profit. First TP would be there, second TP. If you can reach up, that's around 200 pips. So that's around a 1 to 8 risk reward trade, depending on where you enter and all that stuff. GJ, same thing, moving with the momentum. So this was a trade that we took actually with the pocket pips group. We took this trade and it went around 160 pips in profit. Our TP could have been a bit higher, but it was just based off market structure over here. So the TP was at resistance, but that's cool. However, I'm still seeing a long opportunity after it retraces for the next market structure, which is a descending trend line, which is also previous support. And then US 30. US 30 we rejected off of the 27,000 level. So I'm expecting longs after a retest. So somewhat like this. Hold up. Okay, so somewhat like this. We have a break of this level. So I want to see a retest, pullback, retest before the next move. And that is it for this weekly video. Actually, I want to see a short scenario. So a short scenario would be something along the lines of a clean break here, So 2 retests of the 26,700 area, because this is it is a pretty, once it breaks and retests and it breaks again, I mean, once it breaks and retests, you don't know if it's going to shoot up or shoot down, because this retest could be the retest of this broken structure, which could lead US30 back up to the near all-time highs. So you need to see the retest of this structure, the broken structure, comes back down, retests, it fails, and then I would enter on a short. That's 2 scenarios for USD, US30. So that's it for this week. Short video, it's concise, to the point, and we're pretty much done.